Hi, everyone. Hello. That's what I was leaning in for. I'm like, are we live yet? Gives us like a second or two pause before we go live. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fabulous Friday. That's fun to say. Fabulous Friday. First, I'm going to show you something very cute. Got it as a present. What did you name it?
Francis
the Flamingo. Yes, my sister gave this to me. Hi, hello. Whoa, there is my volume. Yeah, I got a flamingo. I'm always getting flamingos. We are going to be talking about anthropology. Yeah. I've been asked multiple times throughout months and months, how can I identify anthropology? And, you know, what's good to pick up, what's not. And I know a lot of you have your own input on the same subject. So this is going to be a really good open forum.
Open discussion tonight.
That you guys can share what you know about it. We can share what we know about it. And then we all increase our knowledge. And that's always a great thing.
What's up, Lola Chicky? Life Stirred Up. Sandy M. Elisa Goldman, how you doing? Flippin' Blonde, Patreon Picker. Michelle's World. Rose V. Brittany Campbell. Emojis. Debbie Molina. Debbie, we picked a place for Cincinnati's for our meetup in Cincinnati. I don't know if you know it or not, but we're gonna, and this is for everyone else who's in Ohio or close to Cincinnati. We're gonna be meeting Saturday the 26th at between 1 and 2 o'clock. We'll post the exact time on Instagram, and follow us on Instagram, Thrifty Flamingo without the. We're going to be at the Moorline Brewery and Restaurant. It's I love local craft beers and stuff like that, so I'm excited to go check that place out. My dad told me it's awesome, so we're definitely going to be there having a good time. We'll get some beer. We'll get some food. We'll have a good afternoon on Saturday. So if you're in Ohio or Cincinnati or anywhere near Cincinnati, just jump on our Instagram and all the details will be there. Kentucky too,
Kentucky's close. I found that out.
Yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, all that. So.
We get kind of spoiled in Connecticut. We're a very small state. So when someone's like, hey, Connecticut, it's maybe like an hour and a half, like tops, you know, but other states are very big. So we get that. Just saying, hey, you live in Ohio, come to Cincinnati doesn't mean it's a really quick trip. If it's a long day thing for you, don't feel you guys have to come. You know,
if you want to come, we're more than welcome, though. We're not going to say no to anyone. So.
Yeah, so we will be there getting excited to drive. My sister gave me my Flamingo because my sister is going to be shipping my Poshmark packages for me while we go on vacation. I don't have to put my closet on vacation mode. My sister is a Poshmark seller. So she already knows how to ship and print and all that fun stuff. I just had to teach her my inventory system. So she came bearing gifts, and she said, I saw this, and I had to get it for you. Of course. She also rolled in with like a makeup palette, which, Lindsay, if you're watching this is amazing makeup. Thank you very much. And like a really cute two-faced little... Yeah, she came like rolling in with like a goodie bag. I'm like, I'm paying you to do packages, and you're giving me stuff. Sisterly love, you know? So I think Frankie, right? Frankie?
Yep.
Is going
Francis.
Francis is going to be coming with us to Ohio. How could he not? Car companion.
Life Stirred Up. If you feel like making the 1.5 hour drive, we'd love to have you there. It's not too far away.
Yeah.
Should be a good time. Debbie, it's down by the stadium. It's down by the Cincinnati Reds stadium, so it's down around that area.
Like the river?
Yeah, I think there's open seating, there's outdoor seating, so I think it's near the Cincinnati Reds stadium. So we'd love to have you out there.
Yeah. We went to see the Cincinnati Reds, right? Didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did that. We did that, right? Yeah, so we're going to talk all things anthropology. I'm saying that easier and easier. So first, I want to let you guys know that Anthropologie, Free People, and Urban Outfitters are all like the same brand. They're all the same manufacturer, or that's what I'm trying to say. So one of the first clues that it's possibly an Anthropologie brand is the RN number. Now, the RN number tells you what manufacturer made that textile and that product. That's why when you guys are trying to find stock photos and you're typing in RN numbers, like crazy stuff pops up and it's never what you're looking for. Can't really search RN numbers for that, for stock photos. But the RN number for Anthropologie is 66170. However, it's also the same RN number for Free People and Urban Outfitters. So,
gets a little complicated.
Yeah. So you have to kind of know a little bit about the brands. And one thing I did notice and have noticed is the tags are a lot of the time like fabric tags, like very like intricate.
Oh, thanks, Lisa Goldman. She sent us in for
oh, yay!
For the Poshmark.
Yay! For the Posh Fest.
Sorry to interrupt you.
It's all good. I'm excited about that. Well,
and hey, Stacy W, by the way.
Yeah, we want to speak at Posh Fest. That would be awesome. And, you know, they kind of, anybody who got a ticket got an email and they were like, hey, what do you want to hear about? We would love to talk about, you know, running a business as a couple and separating business and life and it just, yeah, doing this together. And if you haven't responded to that email yet, we would really appreciate the nomination. That would be awesome.
And Debbie, you know what? I don't want to put you out driving downtown if you don't like it. We could always move the location to get some of you guys more accommodations for you. I know, Karen, you love the Joe's Crab Shack, and I know there's one out there. So that's another potential spot. I think that's over by the aquarium.
We don't have Joe's Crab Shack.
No, we don't have Joe's Crab Shacks around here. Sorry to get off topic again, but I'm trying to make this meetup work for everyone.
I know, and it's like TikTok. It's next week.
We got a week, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have Joe's Crab Shacks around here, but we get their commercials for some reason. And I'm always like, ooh, that looks good. So I never get to experience it that often. I know it's a chain restaurant. Yeah, sorry. Off topic.
Anyway, let's get back to Anthropologie.
Okay, so I would like everybody who has sold Anthropologie or a brand of Anthropologie to put a 1. Then a 111. If you haven't or you don't know you have, put a 222. Or just 12. 12 is fine.
Yeah, not 3 2s.
No. I'm just being repetitive today.
A little repetitive, yeah.
Yes, I love all the emojis though. And squawk squawk. 1. Here they come.
0.
Okay. No Anthropologie. No Anthropologie. 12.
12.
1 and 2.
Good little mix. Half and half.
Sometimes we may sell Anthropologie. We don't know it's Anthropologie.
That could be.
So there was a really good discussion on.
Oh, hey, Kristen, by the way, Kristen
Facebook
Frank
groups,
Fitzgerald.
And it went to titling an Anthropologie brand. When it concerned your Poshmark listing, it said, you know, do I list the brand under Anthropologie or do I list the brand under, say, Angel of the North, one Anthropologie brand? Because they're both an option for a Poshmark when you're going to label the brand. Which one would get more views? I always stick with just labeling it Anthropologie. It is correct. It is Anthropologie. Plus, your title and your description are totally searchable. So if you put Anthropologie, Angel of the North, yada, yada, it's still going to come up in either of those searches. However, what do you think is a more broader search for someone that's looking for something? Anthropologie, of course. So either way is fine. I personally put, no matter what, it's going to be the brand Anthropologie. Hi, guys. So I just named one.
Patriot Picker had a crazy first month on Posh. Great sales, nearing ambassador, and wishes they found Poshmark sooner. Don't we all?
Awesome.
You get hooked on Poshmark quick, so.
Very quickly.
Oh, you're not late, Carolyn. You're just in time.
No, we started, what, like 10 minutes ago?
10 minutes ago. You're fine.
Time flies. We're having fun. Yeah, that ambassador status, and you see that little bar and all the bars filling up, and it's like, you're 89% there. And it's like, it's inspiration. And you're like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it like by Friday. Or,
so
you know?
Elisa lists Anthropologie under brand name with the specific name of the brand in the title and or description.
See, they're both right. There's no right. Or, you know, that was what the debate was. Everyone's like, well, isn't it wrong to list it under Anthropologie? No, if it's an Anthropologie exclusive brand. Most of the brands, a majority of the brands sold there are exclusively made for Anthropologie. There are some that are not. So there I would put that actual brand.
So Hack Your Health, she says a little off topic, but why does American Eagle and Hollister seem to be completely dead now? Is it really that out of style? I actually sell Hollister on a fairly regular basis. American Eagle I have had sitting a little bit longer than that for men's style. It all depends on who's following your closet right now and what kind of target followers you're getting. The American Eagle Hollister crowd is going to be typically 25 and under. It's not going to go to over 25 and as much. So it's going to be a younger style. So you want to try and target. I know it's hard to tell the age and difference on Poshmark just by looking at their profile, but younger college kids, stuff like that, are going to go more towards those styles than an older crowd. So it depends on what you typically sell in your closet. If you're selling more name brands and expensive stuff, you're selling to an older demographic, most likely at 25 and up. If you're selling more mall brands like that, you're going to be selling to a lower, younger demographic. So it all depends on how you target and who you target. Best bet would be to go out there and target, follow some people that do have a lot of likes on their American Eagle or not Anthropologie or Hollister brands, and really try to spark a sale up that way.
So Lola Chicky, the brand Cope, I believe is an Urban Outfitters brand. So this is what I do when I'm in a like live thrifting and I'm out there and I see that RN number, the 66170, and I haven't seen it on any Urban Outfitter or Anthropologie brand before. I actually Google search Anthropologie Cope. I think that's what it says, COPE, or I type it in, and then I do Urban Outfitters Cope, and I see what populates for images and search results. And if nothing pops up for Anthropologie and Cope, if other brands for Anthropologie pop up, but then you do Urban Outfitters and Cope, and like everything's popping up for that, you kind of know that it's an Urban Outfitters brand. I've done that a few times because it is confusing that it's 3 brands. Yeah. 3 people. They got it down. It's kind of hard not to. So,
Kristen, thanks for that, by the way. She's loving the course. I really love hearing that. I'm glad you're learning a lot from that. Aaron Young, hooked on Poshmark, getting daily sales now, and that's awesome. Let's see what else we got.
Awesome.
Yeah, Life Stirred Up says you can't share to the parties if you don't choose Anthropologie as the brand. I found that out when I tried to share the dress I have.
That's very true.
So Anthropologie has to be the brand. It's just typical of all Poshmark parties. You need to have the right brand.
You can even look
selected
when it says what are the party guidelines. Like when you open up the party, it says view guidelines. It'll tell you what the acceptable brands that are allowed. And it's, oh my goodness, if they had to approve every single one of Anthropologie's brands, it would take up the entire guideline part.
Michelle Crowell made ambassador in 1 month on Poshmark. Awesome. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah.
Back to business.
Yeah. So I noticed that around here, I see I get a lot of the same Anthropologie, but there's some I have never seen. I've never come across, and I know it exists. I have never seen Mermaid. Mermaid has a mermaid on it. But I've looked up the brand tag. I've looked at what it looks like. I'm always on the look for it because I'm like, I want to say mermaid in my title. How pretty. I've never seen it around here. You guys might be finding it left and right. It might be, different areas of the United States. Things are different. So mermaid is definitely one that I find all the time. Like all the time. Pilcrow and the letterpress.
I knew that one was coming. I always hear that one coming out of your mouth. I just found it. Pilcrow and the letterpress. Look what I found. Oh, it's here. It's Anthropologie.
But I'll just say Pilcrow. It's kind of a mouthful when you're saying Pilcrow and the letterpress.
In fact, I think that's probably the only Anthropologie brand that I know.
He was helping me with a pronunciation.
Yeah.
What is it? How you say it?
Oh, you put me on the spot. I don't know if I'm saying it right. So it's what is it? Moulinet. If you guys know how to speak French better than I do, let me know. Moulinet. Not Suarez. Soers or Soers. I can't speak French anymore. I used to be able to speak French, but
no. And I'm like, I sold one of that brand, the Moulinet Soers. Sure, if I just kind of mumble it, it sounds right. No, I sold one of her dresses recently for $45. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Sparrow from Anthropologie is great. I have only found 2 sparrows, but it did flip really well. Angel of the North and Sparrow both flip very well for me. Angel of the North makes really nice cardigans, especially in Connecticut in the wintertime. They make very intricate, like very knitted and like nice cardigans. So yeah, those flip very well.
Yeah. Maria Everhart says, about how many followers before I can expect sales? Thanks. Daily sales and sales are a different thing. To get sporadic every once in a while sales,
anything.
And you don't need to have a set amount of followers to get the daily sales, which I hope is what you're talking about. You want to get between 27 and 32,000 followers, and you're going to start to see semi-daily and daily sales at that point. Best bet is to just keep listing, keep sharing, and you'll make those sales.
Let's share, follow. And then one day, like almost overnight, you're going to just see every day you're getting sales. You know, and you'll get there. You'll definitely get there.
Sammy and Sophie Rodriguez, looks like we just answered your question too.
You know, oh, sleeping on snow. I have this little whiteboard because he's like, I hear you say Anthropologie brands, but they don't stick in my ear because they don't make it for men. They don't. But I show him the label and stuff when I find it. So I'm like writing it out to like help him. And I was like, I forgot. I completely forgot sleeping on snow. And he was like, what? So yeah, sleeping on snow. They also make really nice sweaters too. I've noticed. They have kind of like their specialties, you know, like Angel of the North and Sleeping on Snow. They make a lot of sweaters and long sleeves. I didn't know that like the Molinettes sweaters, like every time I see that and I see it on Poshmark, most of the time it's a dress or a skirt.
Yeah, someone said back here in the comments that they have one of those dresses.
Yeah, see, so exactly. I'm not saying that these brands don't span out, but they definitely have their own little niche and like what they usually go at. Pilcrow and the Letterpress, you're talking a lot about jeans.
Yep.
You know?
Life Stirred Up says that's the dress they have now. Moulinette swears.
Yeah. See, I knew it said on snow. I like read past the typo. Yeah. So let me show you what I'm talking about that RN. These are Urban Outfitter shorts. And the RN number says, drum roll. Oh, I'm reading the wrong side. RN number 66170. Right there. I know it's hard to see it, but it says 24 Marketplace, 3rd floor, London. Okay, cool, right? Now we're going to look at a skirt. Now we can kind of tell where this skirt is coming from. This is a brand called, and I'm gonna botch it. I already know. Odile. O-D-I-L-L-E. Odile? Udil?
Sure. Sounds about right.
Oodle. We'll call it Oodle. So this one has the exact same RN number.
Same number.
66170. And then
what do we got here?
Hi. That's the name. I don't know if it's like saying hi. Same exact thing, same exact RN. So it's a good way to start saying this may be Anthropologie, but maybe it's not. Yeah, H-E-I. I think, now this is me, that they're saying hi, right? Maybe.
Or hey, or whatever.
Hey,
yeah, whatever you want to say. One of those is right. I don't know how they pronounce it.
It's a greeting.
One heck of a fat thrifter. Have you ever thought about doing a video about jeans that have good brands for women and men? Didn't you? You did a video on women's jeans, right? I
have a jeans video, and I have two. I have one that's a haul where you do learn a lot on it, and I have a beginning to jeans, kind of like more like higher end jeans, but not so crazy high end. Like 7 for All Mankind. Like I have like a whole video on it. It's a little bit longer of a video, but there's a lot of information in that video. So it's listed, it's published, it's in there. Just go and look for it. So this is what I was looking for, the high pants. This says the exact same thing. This says 24 Marketplace, 3rd floor, London, UK. Same thing. And they want us to know who makes it.
So you got to kind of get familiar with the names of the different brands under the Anthropologie umbrella. That's key. So we do have a bunch that we're gonna go over. I know you went over a few.
You guys can shout out some.
Yeah, if you know some brands we haven't talked about yet, throw them in the comments. Let's
and then for those of you who are really like, I've never sold Anthropologie. I really know it's a wide, big market. Either take notes or take notes, start writing things down. And then what I did was I started like Googling, like, what does the tag look like? Because sometimes like the names don't stick so much as like how like the pictures, for me anyway, you know, I'm very visual. And, you know, the Angel of the North, that big fabric tag, it actually says it on it. Not all of them say it on it. Canary. Canary is another Anthropologie brand. It doesn't say canary on it.
We got a couple coming in.
Birds.
We got, actually, here's a question here.
Yes.
Do you guys have any tips for finding stock photos? 90% of my sales are listings that have a stock cover photo. Some are really hard to find, though.
Some are hard to find.
What do? You do Google, right? Pretty much.
So I used to spend so much time trying to find stock photos. I do. I Google search it. I use as best keywords as I can. I spend tops like 5 minutes on a thing, and that's when it's going to bring me in a lot of profit. I'm thinking like I'm wasting time looking for stock photos instead of just uploading my main cover photo. And if I don't find it, I list with my cover photo, and if I stumble across it, I'll update the listing. But I get lucky a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with jeans. Jeans, as long as you know like the cut, the brand, and the wash, you should be fine.
Just gotta do a little hunt for it, and you'll find them. Though
I could not find. I can't find whatsoever. Sometimes Anthropologie is difficult, even when you have like the name. If I don't know the skirt's name, because they all have a name. You know, like the Angelique skirt. And it's like, I wouldn't know that.
So we had a couple of brands that came in. You have some of these written up there, but not all of them. Moth, HD in Paris, and Tabitha. Michelle Crowell says Meadow Rue.
Oh, yes. I have never found Meadow Rue. Never, ever found that one.
Yeah, another comment here from Barkonda NYC. I know I've seen you before, and I just never know how to say your name right. Burlington Coat Factory in Connecticut. Yeah, we have them. And just she says Jersey is a great place for RA. We can get a couple of things there once in a while. We do. We don't tend to go there too often, but we stick to Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
Especially when they have like yellow stickers.
Yeah, we have a Nordstrom rack near us, which is great for retail arbitrage. We do hit that every time they have a clear the rack event. We're there. That's our big bread and butter New York retail arbitrage store. Mm-hmm. So, but we do find things like at
I find a lot of Betsy Johnson
Burlington Coat Factory from time to time.
Burlington Coat Factory, like marked down, and I love Betsy for myself. I also like to sell it.
Oh, Debbie Molina found a romper by Hi and got it home and started taking pictures, and it looks like it was short sleeve and someone cut the sleeves off.
Maybe. But also, if it's just raw, that could have been designed that way, like a raw hem or a marled hem.
Got another brand here, Florite. Holding Horses and Guinevere do awesome.
Guinevere does very well. Now, Moth was mentioned. Moth doesn't move as fast for me. I don't know why. I don't choose ugly pieces. But another one of the Anthropologie brands that don't do crazy good for me is a brand called Knitted and Knotted. It's a little silver like tab, like a charm almost, and that's their tag, and it says Knitted and Knotted, and each side is held together by like a little string, and that's on the back of the shirt. It's not like a fabric tag. And for some reason, I've only ever found that. And another brand is Poshmark. Poshmark is another Anthropologie brand that just kind of sits around, and they make some cute stuff. Yeah. Like I have a Poshmark shirt because I could not get it. It was so cheap and it was so cute, and I would wear it, and I'm like, oh, the style is gonna sell. It's been sitting there. It is the cutest shirt. I don't know why.
Life Stirred Up says Lucy and Laurel.
Excellent. I hope you guys are taking notes.
Isabel Thiel says she wants to thank us. I was doing eBay a month ago, started doing Poshmark, and I'm doing so much better. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. We're glad to hear that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Marconda NYC says yellow tag January and August. We got Flippin' Blonde saying a Chemikin.
Where is it? Show it to me. I would not know how to say that.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, no, a Kimi-kin.
A Kimi-kin.
Now, occasionally Anthropologie does like kind of, they work with people, but it's not exclusive to Anthropologie.
Yep.
It will have the RN number, but it's a brand that may be sold elsewhere as well. So you definitely have to do your research. But most of what we're talking about now is exclusive to Anthropologie. Holding horses.
That one was up there, yeah.
I think that's such a funny name. Like, how are you going to hold a horse?
Melanie Mel says, found a Pinkerton top. It had a cute tag, so I decided to look it up.
Pinkerton. And I was like, look, it's Weezer. And he's like, what? I was like, the second Weezer.
Postmark is up there from Isabel Theo. Mm-hmm. Little yellow button.
Little yellow button. See, I didn't know that one. Little yellow button. I'm learning.
Rhiannon says, I love Poshmark for Anthro, but I can't move it either.
It really depends on like what brand of Anthropologie. You know, like I moved Pilcrow in the letterpress. I moved Angel of the North like so quickly. Maeve, Maeve, that I also do very well with. And some of it, not so much, you know. So, you know, if you're kind of getting overwhelmed with your inventory, you know, like anytime you see any Anthropologie, you're like Anthropologie, maybe you should be a little bit more, you know, picky with it.
Yeah.
Especially if you know what has sold for you in the past, like what brands and what hasn't, because they're all a little unique.
And you could also always study the sold listings
Yes.
on Anthropologie. You'll find their brands and typically in their descriptions or their photos. And you can study those listings, see which ones are selling great, and then keep an eye out for those ones. Aaron Young says, I found a Seeker Anthro piece yesterday. It just had birds on the tag. I had to research to find the brand name.
Seeker. Is it Seeker?
It's
like a seeker?
Keer. So
Seeker.
I don't think it's Seeker.
No, Seeker.
Keer. There's
I've
two E's.
never, ever found it. I know it exists. I'm on the hunt for that, and I can't find it.
Michelle Crowell says, Deletta.
Deletta. I found that once. I found Deletta at a yard sale last year.
Rhiannon C says Seeker or Seeker, however you want to say it. I think it's Keer, though.
Girls from
Does
Savoy.
so well.
Girls
from Savoy, yeah.
I said something right. I was like, oh no, we're going to be talking about Anthropologie and I can't pronounce like half this stuff. So, Paper Crate, I have sold that too.
Ella Moss, she picked up Ella Moss because I liked it, had no clue it was Anthro. I have to study my brands.
There's just so many of them. That's why, you know, in my phone, like I have like an entire photo album that it's like kind of for like when I'm in a store, things that I'm working on remembering, working on getting better at, whether it be shoe styles and names or like brands, like kind of like my own bolo list. And I keep them in there because I am very visual. Me just having a written out or typed out list is not going to help me, but me flipping through pictures, it helps me so much because then I see a tag and I know, hey, that's the tag. And not just like reading the name. Some of them don't even have the name in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a picture of something.
Isabel G says, have my hands full. Going to have to watch this with pen and paper. Great info, guys. Yeah, take notes.
Yeah. You see why a lot of people wanted it because there's just so much.
There's so much of it. There really is.
And I'm sure we're just kind of like skimming the top. We're not, we're making a little dent in the Anthropologie. See, Girls from Savoy doesn't do so well for me. It depends. You know, I know it depends on like who your general audience is. Granted, they're all searchable 100%, but if a lot of your followers, that's not their thing, they're not going to buy it, you know.
Anthro is super good about updating their brand section on their website. Just have to remember past brands have collaborated with them as well. I think she's been collaborated. Yeah. Also, Rick Rack. Oh. 11 Cess.
Yeah. How do I say that? I know it's 11 C's.
11's S.
That has a really pretty tag. See? Visual lady over here.
I have a...
Maeve?
Yeah, Maeve's shirt that has been sitting and sitting. It does great for everyone, but me apparently.
See, we're all learning that we all individually have those brands.
Again, remember, it all depends on who's following your closet too. Like, you got to cater to your followers. If you're starting to see that you're selling a ton of brands frequently and some just don't sell at all, then go with those brands.
11 C's?
C's, 11 C's.
11 C's. I would never have gotten that.
So what else we have on the board here? We got what did we talk about already? We talked about Paper Crane.
Zoe. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, Zoe is one. I have not found Zoe. That's kind of like one of the ones that have a normal name. Like, hey, it's Zoe. Cool. You know, everything else is kind of like crazy named or like really like artsy named, and then there's Zoe. Little old Zoe down there. Hi, Tina. Good evening to you too.
Oh, yeah. Vintage 90s is doing great. I mean, if I find vintage 90s stuff, especially Tommy Hilfiger with those big colors and the color blocks and the stripes and they're going to sell.
Oh, spell out anything.
Spell outs are great. I sold a pair of spell out jeans the other day. I put them up like, maybe not the other day, like a couple of months ago, but I put them up.
I was like, what was that?
I put them up and I think like 2 days later they were gone. So. And I had gotten multiple offers. They weren't great offers, but I finally got a good offer. So
those things, when it's something very, you know, like kind of really trendy and really hot, like vintage Tommy in the 90s and stuff, we don't just put it on Poshmark.
No, that'll go on eBay too.
Cross-list the crud out of that kind of stuff because we want to maximize exposure and first one come, first serve. Yep. You know, whoever gets it, gets it.
Aaron Young says, Daughters of the Liberation. I just remembered I have a jacket in my closet.
See, when I was like first learning or trying to learn about a lot of this stuff, I confused People's Liberation with Daughters of Liberation. You can see why I was a little bit confused. And I also didn't know what the tag looked like. So I was just going on my memory of a name. And obviously that failed me so bad. But I did sell the jeans anyways. They were very interesting jeans. They had like stars kind of like in the back pockets, but like really kind of like layered stars, like two different fabrics. So I confused the two liberations together. Live and let learn. You know, that's what we're doing. We're all learning.
Melanie Mel says, thank you for the DIY cutoff short video. I'm working on a couple pairs right now. There you go.
I'm working on a pair for myself. Yeah, I found a pair.
Those things sell great and they sell fast.
I found a pair that was at the bins, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself some.
Oh, yeah. 7 and 7 for All Mankind are easy to confuse. That's for sure.
They actually sued each other. One of them sued the other one a couple years ago.
Both brands do okay, though. So
yeah.
7 for All Mankind are a little bit more pricey than 7s, though. So you're going to get more for 7 for All Mankind.
7 for All Mankind for me does a little better. But yeah, 7 with a number 7, like, attached to it is like Stella McCartney. But something happened, and I'm not exactly sure of the story, but I was reading it a while ago that one of them was ticked that the other one looks so similar. And then there was like 7 and 7 and yeah. So their logos had to change or something.
We got a question from Steve Jones here. Now question about parties. Do I see the items that I share? I was sharing to the men's party tonight and I didn't see my listings. You're not, it's again, probably not everyone. I've seen some of my items before, but I don't see them all the time.
It's constantly moving.
It depends on it. And it also, it's different for everyone. So not everyone is going to see everything. It's different for everyone sees a little bit different stuff. So just because you're not seeing your own items doesn't mean somebody else isn't.
So like he's been sharing actively while I just opened up the party and I found his stuff, but the party is moving so fast. I mean, people are sharing like to the millisecond of each other. So if you go and share your whole closet and you're like, okay, I'm done, and you back out of your closet and then you enter the party showroom and there's like 20 seconds in between that, like your stuff was already like been cycled through. Like, it's like pushed down.
I've gotten to my own stuff while sharing before though. So
yeah, especially with men's stuff, it's not
again,
as much as women's
it all
stuff.
depends on the algorithm too. So that everyone is going to see different things.
I can't. I'm like squinting with my glasses on. I went to the eye doctor and my prescription changed, but I was like, can I keep my glasses? I was like really worried. They're like, no, we can put more lenses in that. And I was like, well, good, because I don't like any of the ones you guys have here. Nope, they're not the same brand. The 7 for All Mankind.
No.
Butterfly. Ooh, like this? No, that's a bird. Aw. Butterfly is a brand from Anthropologie. But do you like butterflies? I think that's another one that may not have the name on it. It might just have butterflies. How many times is good to share our closet during
just
a party?
Once to the party?
Only one takes.
Because if you share it more than once to the party, you're only sharing to your followers. You can only share one time to your party, your closet to the party. So
the option will still be there. And you could still click on it. You could still click share to party.
Same thing goes if you're sharing other people's items. Just share to your followers, not to the party again, because it's not going to go back to the party. So it's just one and done, really, with parties.
Like I've had host picks, and those count too because they were already shared to the party. And I was just like, I was so curious. One day I had my phone and I had my iPad, and I had a host pick. And I shared it, but I was ready to enter like the party showroom where I knew it would be. It was like a high-end brand, so it was like designer. And I was like, seconds, like boom, I was like in it, and I couldn't find it. I was scrolling for like a long time, and I was like, you know what? It's because it was a host pick. It was already shared. Sandy
M. Stella McCartney is where the 7s come from, right? 7 jeans. Yep. Stella McCartney.
Oh, I said the wrong one.
Did you? I think you said Stella. You didn't say Melissa McCartney.
Maybe I did. Maybe I have an actress on my mind.
I don't know, but it's Stella McCarthy or Carthy, right?
Maybe. Now I'm confused. It is a McCartney.
It's not Melissa McCarthy though. I'm pretty sure it's Stella. She's an actress.
That sounds so familiar. Is she an actress?
Yeah, she's an actress.
Do I know her movies?
No.
I'm always saying to him, who's that actor? What movie are they in? I don't remember actresses, but I know their faces up there.
Cheryl Marketing caught us for the first time live. Welcome.
Hi.
Ever get Guy Harvey, Cabela, and any type of Orvis? Yeah, we get Orvis live.
Orvis does very well on
Orvis
eBay
does well. Cabela, I haven't tried yet. I have seen it once in a while, but I haven't picked it up. Guy Harvey, I'm not familiar with, to tell you the truth. So.
I sold Orvis pants in not even like the best condition, but they were a size 46 waist or something really large. And they had a little bit of like lightening to it. Not damage, but like fading in a weird spot. And they sold.
Orvis does well for us, yeah. Rhiannon, it's once per item, not once per one share per posture. You can share every item in your closet one time to the party.
I don't know. Have I seen the Bridesmaid movie?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know if I've seen that Bridesmaid movie. Oh, I get so stuck on actresses and actors, like not even funny. I'm like, who? Brad Pitt or Angelina? Like that.
Yeah, Stella McCartney. That's how That's how you say it, and that's what the 7 brand is made from. Stella McCartney.
McCartney.
Not McCarthy. Yeah.
Thank
you, Cheryl Marketing, for that.
Paul's daughter. I don't watch enough movies apparently, or I just don't remember who's who. Show me their face, and I'm like, I know that person. IMDb. Yeah. I get lost on IMDb because it's like, oh my goodness, I just
apparently Melissa McCarthy does have a collaboration with 7 Jeans. I didn't know about that, but the jeans are under this.
What I've noticed about the 7 jeans is they are definitely way more geared towards women and not so much young women, not so much juniors. 7 for All Mankind is very fitted, very hip, very like the skinny jean, you know. But I noticed that the 7.7s definitely are cut more, even with the sizing for like hips and booty, like a fuller woman, even with a smaller waist size. So I've noticed that, and they do make like plus size in the 7.7s. Like, didn't you find the pair of like size 18 capris by 7.7? You gave it. You're like, here. They're plus size.
I don't look at the sizes half the time, so.
Yes, 4 to 28. See?
Oh, that is. I don't know if that's the same as the 7s we're talking about, though. I think is that the same 7s we're talking about?
It's spelled 7 with the 7.
This might be this. We have to look into this. We should look into. Yeah, we should look into the Melissa McCarthy 7 because I'm not sure if it's the same 7 as the Stella McCarthy.
I'll tell you right now. The 7 with the 7.
I'm curious about this now.
I know. You're like, I was like confused. You were confusing me. Oh my goodness! Ever get somebody else's phone? You're like, where is it? It's not on like the same spot on your phone. Like, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
And Elisa says, I just read an article in People that the Melissa McCarthy collaboration was discontinued.
Oh.
Sandy M at SDM Boutique says, I only know because I saw the launch of it on QVC.
Who's the QVC? See?
Okay.
Bam.
But they...
That's just going to show you every pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Oh, no, scroll up. You were there. Watch. Hit. No, you were there. Go back.
I'm not looking for that.
It told you the name.
Go back. Give him some more.
Okay, more Anthropologie brands. I think I said Guinevere. Viola. Viola. Yeah, I think they make a lot of skirts. From what I've seen, I think I've only sold it once. But every time I'm like, if you just like even just Google image search Anthropologie and then you open the picture, you'll see like different brands pop up. That's also really helpful too. You'll notice a lot of them are really lacy and frilly or like really detailed. Some of them are more like, it aims towards different audiences. Think about Free People's the same way. Right? Free People, you get that really crazy boho stuff. Like crazy frilly and boho. And then you get more basic, more casual Free People stuff. Urban Outfitters, same exact thing. And they're all the same company. So it's all kind of like generations of people growing up. They used to wear Urban Outfitters in high school and in college. And then they're like, oh, Free People. And now they're going to Anthropologie and like wearing things like Yellowbird and Moth. Oh, we talked about Moth. Now, for the longest time, I noticed that Moth, the brand on Anthropologie, always has a little red dot. I used to think it was the thrift store doing it. You know how a lot of thrift stores will mark the store tag to like, so you can't return it, and they'll either cross out the name or like slash it or mark it somehow. And I thought that red dot was this Goodwill doing it. Tell me I'm wrong, because I found another Moth and there was a red dot exactly in the same place. I'm like, what are the odds that someone else marked Moth again the same way? Pins and Needles.
Pins and Needles?
Yes. Forgot that one too.
Kimchi Blue.
Urban Outfitters.
That's in Urban Outfitters?
Yeah, definitely Urban Outfitters. I have a shirt that I actually purchased at Urban Outfitters from them. It was kind of like a tunic. Tunic. Confusing. Maybe they do both. Maybe. I don't know. I do know that Free People is sold at Anthropologie sometimes because they will make and just sell it it's like a dress, not like a lot. They don't have a whole Free People section, but occasionally it'll be a Free People like dress or a skirt or usually something Anthropologie worthy, not that like really basic stuff. So perhaps it's the same thing. I don't know, but I definitely know that the majority of that brand is sold at the Urban Outfitters, the Kimchi Blue.
Fatima A says mermaid. Yeah, we don't find mermaid, right?
I've been looking for mermaid because I think that's such a cute thing. Like, and it has like a little mermaid. I looked at the tag. It has like a little mermaid on it. Never found it yet. Haven't found it yet.
Aaron Young sold a pair of Pilcrow in the letterpress floral denim jeans. Yeah, that's a good one.
You got jeans that are from Anthropologie And they're floral. I mean, those should have sold like so quickly. I'm jealous, but happy for you at the same time.
Lithe, Lithe. Life.
Yes, that's definitely Anthropologie.
HD in Paris.
Splendid. Splendid is sold at a lot of department stores, but they're not. I don't know if they're sold at Anthropologie. I don't know that. If they are, it's a collaboration and it's not exclusive. If it is Splendid, but it has the 66170, then it was made for Anthropologie, but it's not exclusive.
Saturday, Sunday, Shannon.
Saturday, Sunday is cool because it has like all the days of the week written out, kind of like a calendar, but then it's like Saturday and Sunday are like bolder. Like all these things, everyone's naming such great brands. Thank you so much for helping everybody learn Anthropologie brands. If you guys are learning so much, do us a favor, give us
hit that thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Band of Gypsies. I'm unaware of. Now I'm aware of it. But I don't know yay or nay of Band of Gypsies. It sounds like it could be.
There's so much out there. There's
it's rotating too. They'll find new companies to work with in the textile company, and they're like, hey, we like your style. Let's bring you on. You know, Tabitha. Another thing I have never found. I have not yet come across Tabitha. Another. We got Zoe. We got Tabitha. And then we have
Tokyo Map. That's a fun one.
Then we have Tokyo Map.
From Michelle Crowell.
You know, it's like very, okay, Tabitha, holding horses.
What haven't we hit yet that nobody else has said? Do we have any up there?
Odile, is that what I said before? Odile? O-D-I-L.
Yeah, you said that one. Did you say Yellowbird? That's a question.
I said Yellowbird.
You did say Yellowbird. Okay.
Yellowbird. Deletta?
Deletta, yeah. I think we covered that one.
Am I saying that correctly? Deletta?
Sparrow.
Yes, Deletta. See, look! Great minds think alike, Fatima. And Robin, like a robin's egg. Try to read this. Sitwell as well. Tokyo Map. I want to find Tokyo Map.
Sleeping on Snow.
Sleeping on Snow.
Oh, yeah, yep.
That was the one I forgot to put up there. And I was like, oh, Sleeping on Snow. You know, kind of like an afterthought. And you're like, oh, I definitely know that one.
Yeah, we did get a lot of requests for this video. A lot of people have been wondering about Anthropologie and the different brands because I guess it's a great brand to sell. It really does well if you find the right stuff. And there's, as you can see, there's a ton out there.
There's a ton. Portrait of a girl.
So definitely do your research with this stuff because not all of it is going to sell super well. And some of it's going to sell incredibly well. So you got to definitely do a little more research with this. Go into the sold listings, do some comps on stuff, and get to know what's selling and what brands and what sub-brands are selling.
Because not all of it does great. Especially some of it's okay. I'll pay up a tiny bit for some brands if the comps are looking that good. But, you know, some of this stuff is worth paying up a little bit more for. Not like crazy.
Not crazy amounts,
a little bit amount more. But some of it, unless you're getting for like really dirt cheap and it's not flipping for you, like I probably shouldn't have gotten that Postmark shirt, but I was like, it's so freaking cute. Like, how could it not sell? Why don't you know how to tab? And Maeve. Yeah, my first Maeve dress I found, I didn't know was Anthropologie. I was like, this is a gorgeous dress. It was kind of really frilly and like broomstick-like, but not all the way down to the ground. And I made the listing, and about like 20 minutes later, some like really nice Poshmark user messaged me on the listing, and she's like, oh my goodness, this is an Anthropologie dress. You should definitely put that in the title and the description.
So to find the solds on Poshmark, you're going to search for whatever. So you're going to search for Anthropologie. Then you're going to edit. You uncheck your size profile.
Yep.
So you're going to unclick your size profile. and then go over to that little
it
looks like a funnel, right? Is it a funnel or an arrow or something?
On the top, the top bar, you can either use your very first pull down menu or your very last one, and then you scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's automatically
it says available. Yep. So you just check that to sold.
Check that to sold, and it'll populate it.
But don't forget to deselect your size profile. Otherwise,
put your size profile on it. But that's usually for you shopping.
It's gonna limit. Yeah, it's gonna limit yourself.
What you're populating.
You want to get a great. It'll give you a good idea of what sizes are selling too. So
yeah, definitely. You know, but if you're a size medium and no one's listed a medium, it's gonna bring up nothing or maybe one thing. But if they sold a bunch of smalls and larges, you know, so we always uncheck our size preferences to do comps when we have to do comps. Et toi.
And you can also you can also do them on eBay too. You're not going to get the right prices, but it'll give you an idea if something isn't selling well on Poshmark. And go over to eBay and take a look there. We do both comp sides. So
Debbie, Lena, this is an amazing idea of yours. You get the prize. She's saying that
I know they disappeared.
The chat disappears after a live video. You guys all go away, and then it's just open for comments. So this video usually appears 5 or 10 minutes after we've done airing. If you guys could do everybody else in the flock of flamingos really solid, just leave the brands in the comments, even if it's just one. If all of you come back and leave a comment and say Sparrow, Etoile, 11. What is it?
11S. 11 says. 11 C's.
11 C's. Yeah. Nave. And you all just put one or maybe two. Somebody stumbling across this video, you know, in the future, you're helping everybody, you know, and you're helping yourself right now. So
hit the like button. That's right. Let's get some likes on this video.
Keep going. All right, hit the like button. Yay, 11C. See, I was doing it before, and then when I stopped doing it, it left my head. But I knew it was not how or you know, when you think it's one way and you say it that way to yourself for so long, and then someone corrects you, but it's already in your head as being a certain way. You have to kind of rewrite that pathway in your brain. Yeah. It's gonna take a little bit, but I'll get there. Very helpful. Yes, you're welcome, Lola Chicky. So if you have joined us and you are in Ohio, we were talking about this very, very, very early on. We are going to Cincinnati for Jay's sister's graduation, and we planned a little get together for anybody who wants to come to Cincinnati to see us. And we're just hanging out. Name a place and time.
We're thinking of the Moorline right now, but we want to accommodate everyone. So if that doesn't work for everyone, we can come up with another place. It's just the place I came up with so far. It's down by the Cincinnati Reds Stadium. It's got a great my dad said there's a great outdoor seating section. It's got a great craft beer and local beer selection. Got some really good food. The prices aren't too bad. So that's what we're thinking right now. We're going to announce it tomorrow on Instagram. So if you guys have any ideas that are better than the Moorline, definitely get in touch with us on Instagram. It's Thrifty Flamingo.
Or even a comment afterwards. But I really want you guys to comment.
Instagram would be best because that's how we're going to be able to get a head count too of who's coming, so we know. Because I'm going to try and see if we can get a table reserved or something like that. So a head count would be great. If you guys think you're going to make it and you have a suggestion as to where, just throw us a comment on Instagram, and we'd love to get your input on that.
Silence and Noise is Urban Outfitters. Definitely Urban Outfitters. It's the chicken one. Porridge is Anthropologie.
Aaron Young says, I'm in Michigan. It's not too far of a drive.
Oh, no. I know. We're going to walk into wherever place and be like, party of who knows? Can you accommodate? Who knows?
Again, if you guys are further and you want to make the drive, the more the merrier. So anyone is welcome.
That's okay, Christina. That's why we're doing this, because it's confusing. Because
it is. They all have the same RN number, so it gets very confusing as to what's what.
It's more a process of elimination for me between the Urban Outfitters and the Anthropologie, because I spent a lot of my early 20s hanging around Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking, and yeah, that's how I know.
Lisa Goldman just sold a porridge button-down blouse.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I have not come across porridge. Like Goldilocks, right? She had the porridge?
Yeah, she had the porridge.
Yep, and now so does Anthropologie.
So yeah, if you guys aren't following us yet on Instagram, definitely go check us out over at Instagram. We do a lot over there too. Again, Thrifty Flamingo without the.
Yes, Lika, Lika, Lika. It is Anthropologie, and I didn't know. Hi, hee hee.
Oh, Patriot Picker, you didn't have to do that. I shared my stuff to the men's party before I went live, but thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I love it when you guys share my stuff, and as soon as I get off, I'll jump in your closet and share back for you. So
that's awesome. How often do you source on Poshmark? I source more on eBay for Poshmark than vice versa. Occasionally I'll come across something that is completely underpriced and then I'll like try to flip it. But I notice a lot on eBay, people really undervalue their stuff, or they'll start the auction at 99 cents and not one person's watching it and not one person's bidding on it. And in swoops this flamingo. And I try to get that auction really cheap, and then I list it on Poshmark.
So, Patriot Picker, it does help. What's going to happen when you share my stuff, and you were trying to share it to the party, I'm assuming, it's going to go to your followers, so it's going to get new eyes on my stuff.
Maybe he shared before you did.
No, he's sharing that. So I shared it like 7.
I'm like, let's think about it.
So it's gonna go somewhere. So it definitely helps.
Everything helps.
Everything helps. Yeah, I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll just see like a bunch of shares and I'm like, oh my goodness, like thank you so much. That's awesome. Maple, yeah. Maple. It's like the maple leaf, like
Angel of the North too. Is that
everyone keeps saying Angel of the North? Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things. Like in the wintertime in Connecticut, I'm always looking for that tag. It's a big tag too. It's like a big square with like the snow, and then it says Angel of the North. It's not trying to hide what it is. Like a lot of them are just pictures. And I'm so excited whenever I find one of the Angel of the North because I can never hold on to them. They sell very quickly for me.
I tried flipping on buying from Poshmark newbies. More often than not, I found newbies are pricing their stuff super high instead of low.
It could go both ways. I saw some girl try to sell a pair of shorts she only wore 3 times for $110. I only wore them 3 times.
So I never get Poshmark notifications on my iPhone. I have notifications turned on. Any clues or tips?
Wow. I would go into your actual iPhone settings because you do them in Poshmark. You go to your notifications and then, you slide it over to the green or you tap it over to the green. But I would go into your iPhone's actual settings and see if like it's turned on, like, to come across with the banners or the push message. Because it might not be the Poshmark, it might be your iPhone. In the beginning when you sign up for things, you're always saying, no push messages, no this, no that, because there's so much coming to your phone. You might have accidentally tapped no in the very beginning and not realized it.
Oh, and by the way, guys, don't think this is Q&A just for Anthropologie. You guys can ask any questions you want, not just specifically Anthropologie. I got this comment here coming from Azteca. I know this Q&A is about Anthro, but I want to ask you about the send offer to likers. I never sell anything when I do it. Any tips? Thank you. There's definitely strategies involved with that. First off, you don't want to do it too often.
Because then, the one person can only get an offer 3 times.
3 times.
And it has to continuously get lower.
I tend to wait until I have at least 5 likers on an item before I send out a private offer to likers. That way it's going to go to enough people so that there's enough eyes on it that I should get a return. Sometimes I'll wait even longer. Like I'll wait till something has 8, 9, 10 likes before I'll send it out. But a good rule of thumb is wait till you have a minimum likes of about 5.
You're playing your odds that way. Because if you send out an offer to one liker, you're counting on the fact that that one liker signs into Poshmark and notices it. Maybe that they didn't just sign up one day and see your stuff and haven't been on the app since. You know, by doing it through multiple people and multiple likes, you're increasing your odds of success.
So that's a good tip there.
I also send out a private offer to likers about a day or two before I'm relisting something.
Yeah.
A stale item, something that just hasn't moved. And I'm like, okay, it's due for a relist. I get one or two last jabs in it. I'm like, okay, y'all liked it so far. Do you want to take it? Because in a couple of days, they ain't going to be here.
Aaron Young, yeah, you guys can all share your closet names in the comments if you want. That's not a problem. We'd love to follow each other, and we encourage that.
Now, this chat's going to disappear for the live chat. But afterwards, if you come back to the video, leave an Anthropologie brand and leave your closet name. It would be great if everybody followed each other.
Patriot Picker is sharing your closet now.
Who?
Patriot Picker.
Oh.
Karen, not leaving you out, sharing yours now.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I got over 300. Now, I've been listing my booty off. I listed like so many items. We had a source, and I just made it over 300 items because then I sell. And I'm like, I'm so excited to be at 300. I'm trying to even fathom getting to 500 and fathom getting to 1,000.
We'll be there.
But it's like constantly, I list in 5s. I'll list 5, go do some chores. I'll list 5, I'll go do the laundry. List 5, go grab a nice coffee. I try to do it in like 5 clump.
Yeah, our short-term goal is to hit 500 by the end of the summer for Karen's closet, and I want to get up to about
running up an escalator.
200 to 250 by the end of the summer. So we're both working on building crazy right now.
I have been to Cedar Point in Ohio, and I have been on every single roller coaster there because I love roller coasters.
Karen Young says we are doing the course, love it, and had our first 2 sales by offers. That's awesome, Karen.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
Oh, Elisa just got an $8 on a $40 item for offer to likers. Yeah, it happens, and that's terrible.
About your bundle?
Oh man, I had a bundle the other day. This guy put in a Burberry shirt, a Charles Thurowitz shirt with 2 ties, a sweater, a Calvin Klein shirt, and
like a new Calvin Klein
Calvin Klein shirt, new with tags, and a pair of jeans. I think were in there. It was $171 was the original price. The discount was $153. I wake up in the morning, the offer was at $40. How ridiculous is that? I had 2 of those shirts. The Burberry shirts alone were the Burberry shirt alone was vintage and priced at $45, and the Charles Thurowitz with 2 ties was priced at $45. So he's giving me $5 less than one shirt in my closet. I mean, it just drove me nuts. But you're gonna get it. It happens.
Actually, buy one, get the rest free. Now that's an awesome sale. But you know when like you wake up and you see all your push notifications and it's like so and so added in the listening bundle, and I was like so and so bundle. That's like so and so made offer, and you get like that glimmer of hope.
Chelsea, I'll always counter on a low offer. I won't go crazy low. I'll like when I countered that bundle, I countered right at what the 10% discount was supposed to be, $153. So I will counter at the highest I possibly can. And if they come back with a more reasonable offer, then I know they're interested.
Then you're able to work with them.
If they decline or they come back with the same offer, then I just decline. So it's one offer and see where they're at, and then we go from there.
Stacy says, do you get more sales when you become an ambassador? I'm at 99%, just 1% away. So being an ambassador doesn't mean that you're guaranteed sales. You are what make your sales possible by listing, following, sharing, and just being active in the Poshmark community. Now, being an ambassador means you do get a new influx of followers. You get promoted to new Poshmark users when they sign up for the app, and all of a sudden they're following you. Now, that's a good thing because these new users are potential buyers. Yeah. So your following is going to increase, which means your reach every time you share is going to increase, which increases your chances for a sale, but it doesn't guarantee a sale if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, like sharing and listing. You could be an ambassador all you want, and you won't have steady sales unless you work the system.
Yeah, you get an influx of followers, though, Patriot Picker, definitely. And you get a chance to be on the wheel and all that good stuff. So, Ava, yes, we do sell shoes, and you just gave us a great idea for a Monday live video. So we might do a Bolo shoe video for Monday. We'll see.
Tomorrow we recorded a small video.
The small video, which is going to be posted tomorrow. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, like, how do I ship shoes, Poshmark versus eBay kind of thing? Because eBay is all about efficiency and getting it cheap and getting it in that flat rate padded. You know, Poshmark's a little different, especially when you don't have a shoe box. Because think about it, we source different areas. If we do some kind of online or retail arbitrage, we could get a box, sure. Most of the shoes I sell do not have their original box or a box at all. So what do you do? And I made a little video.
You made a video on it, yeah. So that's a great idea, Ava, though. So we're always looking for good live video topics. So we might jump on that on Monday. So be on the lookout. Bolo on the Bolo shoe brands.
Yeah, awesome.
How do you thank people for following you, or do you? We just follow back. That's thanking them. Follow back or share their items. That's going to thank them. We don't actually write them a comment or anything like that. But if somebody follows me, I'll definitely try to follow them back. And if I have the time, I'll share a couple of their items too. So
especially if I see so-and-so shared like 4 of my items and then they followed me and then shared 4 of my items, I will follow them and share 4 of their items.
Bethany, I've heard that rumor floating around that sales will go down once you become a Posh ambassador. It's just not true. We're both Posh ambassadors. We've been ambassadors for a while, and our sales have only increased since we've become ambassadors. It doesn't have anything to do with, there's no correlation between sales and ambassador status. So don't worry about going for Posh ambassador. It's only going to do good things for you. There's absolutely no correlation. I don't even know where that rumor came from, but
I think it's people ticked that they're not ambassadors.
There is absolutely no correlation to that whatsoever.
I think the rumor started from people who don't actually want to work the Poshmark system. They want to list it and forget it. They want another eBay. And they're mad that they have to follow and share to get this ambassador status. And it's like, you guys know it just takes one mad person over something like stupid. And then rumors start flying.
Yeah.
And that's all it is, rumors. You know, like, think about it this way. Poshmark only makes money when you or I or Jay sell something. That's the only time. They do not make money when you list. They don't make any money any other time. So why would they punish ambassadors by slowing down their algorithm for sales if it's only hurting their money? They wouldn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't at all. That's why they have ambassadors, because they're like, you did it. Good job. List more things, sell more things, because they want our money. It's a business.
Barkanda NYC says, True Religion shirts. Any good? Like tees?
I have not sold any True Religion shirts. I wish I had something better to tell you. I don't. I've sold their jeans and shorts, but not any. I know they make other stuff. I know they make hoodies and button-ups and t-shirts and all that. Like, there's clothing apparel, but obviously they're known for their jeans, but I just haven't. I wish I could tell you something else.
Ava, you'll get a love note sooner or later. Just hang in there. That some people are just real stingy with that stuff, and it's unfortunate. But I'll take a look at your closet. If there's something I want to buy down the road, I'll send you a love note.
I wish they made
or maybe Karen
a little easier or obvious, because they're not obvious. They show you the stars the moment you open it, and you click on a star. Like, we're kind of ingrained to do that, but then you have to scroll like the tiniest bit to see leave a note, and it doesn't say love note. It doesn't say leave a review.
Yeah.
It just says leave a note. And it's not obvious what the app is asking you to do. And I wish it was just like an open text box, like leave your stars, and it was obvious that you should start typing something there.
But you'll get one.
Have this issue.
You'll get one. It'll come. Valerie Sanchez, the best time to use offer for liker button. The best time of day is probably going to be during the PM parties, the 7 or 10 o'clock parties on the East Coast.
It lasts 24 hours, but it's good to get that notification fresh.
And I wait till I have about 5 likers on an item before I'll send one out. That way I'm getting a maximum eyes on my item, and I'll try to wait for some items. I'll wait for even more likes, but 5 is my rule of thumb, really.
So I had listed these pants, these Madewell pants, and Madewell is a got a lot of stuff, but it was like in fuego. It was like I was getting a like on these pants every couple of minutes. I'm talking like I had them listed for like 2 hours and I was at like 20 likes. It was like in fuego.
Isn't it? That's
and I was like, it doesn't matter that I just listed these. I am sending out a private offer, and they sold. They sold. So if something's like really hot, and you know what hot is to your own temperature of your own closet. If you list something and it's really getting a lot of activity and it's getting a lot of likes, dude, send out a private offer because it's fresh in those people's head because they just liked it.
And thanks, Aaron Young. You're right about that. You have to give a love note to become a Posh ambassador. So you got to buy something and give somebody a love note, and then you'll become a Posh ambassador. I misread that, and I apologize for that. Yeah.
Love note received.
No, you have to give one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about
that the other day. Yeah,
you have to give one behind it. Yeah.
You have to give a love note to someone.
Love notes given. We were talking about this, like, yeah, you have to give it. We had a whole conversation on that. I didn't have to do any of that because I was like a suggested user.
So just buy something real cheap and give them a love note. You become an ambassador.
Or just buy something that you want.
Or that's true. Yeah, buy something you want too.
It's cheaper than retail the majority of the time. You know, granted, there's some lady selling her shorts for over $100, only worn 3 times.
Carolyn Beham says, I just got ambassador status today, but other than a congratulations from Poshmark and expectations listed, I am not noticing any other difference. Is there something else I should be doing?
You'll start seeing a little bit of a difference.
You will. You'll notice it. It takes some time gradually, but just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll notice the difference.
One thing that I want you to make sure is done is make sure that your size profile is complete. You know, a lot of times when sellers are just selling, they don't complete their size profile. You do a basic one when you start the app. I think you do like shoe size and dress size. But, you know, they match up the people that they recommend you to via your size profile and the majority of sizes in your closet. So you will start seeing more followers.
After you do the shoe live video, can you do one on the topic boho? I'm seeing that word a lot in clothing descriptions. You know what that is?
Bohemian? Boho? Wait, what?
BOHO.
Bohemian.
In clothing descriptions.
It's like pretty much, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, it is the modern day hippie. It is a boho. It is like the new take on it. Bohemian. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Patriot Picker, your wife might get a little upset if she finds out you're sending out love notes, but it's the nature of the beast.
Who you sending love notes to?
How long did it take for us to become full-time resellers? Karen took her about 5 years.
I didn't know, like, I wasn't trying to run it as a business.
So about 5 years though.
But once I realized I could,
we hit it hard.
After like a couple, like not even 8 months of like solid numbers, I was like, I'm doing this. I'm just going to go head on and do it. I was making more a week and total than my paycheck was every single week. And I was like, dude, like, why would I continue to like hustle at my other job and then do this? If I'm making more money working for myself, like, why would I do that?
The way we look at it is simple. If you can make enough money reselling to pay your bills, have enough money to put back into the business for sourcing, and have a little money each month to put into your savings, then you're fine. Go full time. If you can't do all 3 of those at once, then you shouldn't be full time yet. It's different for everyone. Yeah, everyone's going to have different bills. So that's the criteria we kind of use. Pay the bills, have money to source and sustain the business and grow the business.
And some people want a cushion to start with.
And yeah, a cushion to start would be good too. And we're not talking about just a cushion of money. We're talking about a cushion of product. I know a couple of people who ramped up their sourcing a couple of months before they went full-time, so they had a dead pile so that when they went full-time, they'd have a ton of product to list right away to give them a boost. So there's different forms of cushions for money, cushions for product, stuff like that. So it's going to be different for everyone, but that's basically the criteria we used.
Yeah. We both go to read at the same time. We should stop doing that. Whoever's watching this, like in the replays, can be like, they go quiet and go, oh. We both go to read at the same time. I got my second Coach bag on Posh. I gave my love note on that.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. Yay.
So get this, Flips. Welcome to the party.
I just got my eyeliner from Poshmark. I had ordered Kat Von D Trooper Liquid Eyeliner. I love this stuff. It has a very precise pen. It's expensive, little crud at Sephora. So occasionally you'll find them unused, unopened, of course, on Poshmark for cheaper. And I ordered one. And I got that 7-day notice. So-and-so hasn't shipped whatever. And then we're going to contact the seller. And then the seller finally, like when it was about to like kind of just like refund me my money, she canceled it. And it said item is damaged. Like I'm talking like almost 2 weeks later. And I'm like, dude, it's eyeliner. What have you done to it?
Good night, Kristen.
And then Poshmark refunded my money.
See you in Austin.
Instantly. And I found another one. So right now, thank you, Kat Von D.
Chad, Tommy Hilfiger will do well if you get the right stuff. Vintage Tommy, spell outs, color block shirts, striped colored shirts, funky shirts, stuff that looks
Nothing
different,
like plain.
But definitely vintage 90s. Yeah, not the plain boring crested shirts with a little crest and just like a button down or anything like that. But the flashy stuff will sell.
Anthropologie brand, Minty Flower. Did not know that one. Minty Flower.
Yeah, we have a couple of shoe hacks that we can throw into the shoe video on how to clean a shoe and get a shoe up to par. So we'll definitely talk about that on Monday during the shoe bolo video. So just stay tuned for that.
I forget when you said when will YouTube be live streaming?
We're going to be live streaming Mondays and Fridays at least. At around 8 o'clock, sometimes 8:30. So between 8 and 8:30. And we might try to add another live. We'll see how it goes. We might try to add another live throughout the middle of the week down the road. But so far we're doing Mondays and Fridays from 8 to 8:30.
Did you pick up one of Five's bags?
No, we haven't done that yet. I've been seeing it. I gotta grab that. But we don't sell. See, the thing is, we don't sell bags that often.
I don't find them in good condition often. Women have 2 handbags. They have the bags that are their everyday, go to the market and all around town, get shoved under the car seat bag. And then they have their, I'm getting fancy bag. They have their high-end bags that are in dust bags that come out for special occasions. Sometimes they go a few days after the special occasion, but they take more care of it. And I always find the daily bags. You can tell because, like, you know, the leather trim on it is peeling on the arm strap, or there's like 10,000 ink marks in it. I always find the bag where I'm like, dude, this thing has a picking up.
Bags are interesting. You're right, though. Kim H, I try to do 5 a day, but I've been slacking a little lately. I got to get off of that and get back onto my listing train.
I've been having him do other things.
Karen does between 5 and 15 a day.
Yes.
Depending on how much product we have on hand, and sometimes less, sometimes more, but between 5, no less than 5 and no more than 15.
So yeah, the past couple of weeks when I've been like trying to hit 300 by the time we went to Ohio, I have been doing a minimum of 15 instead of a minimum of 5, but I've been doing them in like groups of 5. Yep. And my sales have shown from that. I have been selling a lot more as well. So that's not a bad thing, but it's literally like running up a downward escalator. Like you're trying to get to the top while the stairs are going down and you're slowly making headway.
Aaron Young, if you get on our email list, we actually send out a free 6-part Poshmark workshop. And one of those videos is all about packaging and shipping, and you'll actually get to see a demo of how we wrap a product and how we do that. So if you're not on that email list yet, just click. Did you put the link in the description? Yeah. Just click the first link in the description. That'll get you on the email list, and you'll get those videos for free. They're not available on YouTube. So anyone else who hasn't gotten that workshop yet, too, just jump on our email list, and that workshop will come to your email once a day for 6 days.
I love selling. Thank you, Mari. I love selling purses too, Debbie. I just don't find them that often. When I do, I jump on them. I just sold today, shipped out, a Betsy Johnson evening bag, which was my own. I had purchased it for when we went on a cruise, and then I upgraded to a plus. And it barely fits. It's like a long evening bag. Like you can also like tuck it under your arm, and I can barely close the thing. Never mind put like lip gloss or anything else in it. So I had to sell it. And I was so sad to list it, but I was like, it's like sitting here.
Karen averages, Debbie.
Where?
How many sales do you average per day? So
today I had 9 go out.
Yeah.
I had a 10th one sell, but it was after the 12 o'clock mark. I shipped same day before noon. So I had 9 go out today to Thursday, for Thursday. So It does depend on what day of the week. Wednesdays are the slowest for me, but then usually, it starts picking up.
Yeah, usually a good average is weekdays is around 5 to 10, depending. And in between that zone, weekends is going to be between 8 and 16, sometimes a little higher than that. More. Yeah.
But you have to understand, I know a lot of people, especially like on Instagram, they'll show you like stacks of stuff. And they're like, look at all these packages. I don't focus on things that are going to bring me $10. I don't want to make $10 and spend. A lot of my packages are representing $35 more.
Yeah.
I'd rather have 15 packages that are worth like $35 or more than have 55 packages and overflowing with all these bags that are worth like $10. Like, why would I do that? I'm making more work for myself. So I really focus on getting a higher sale price.
Yeah, like today she sold a $55 item in the morning and what, a $25 item?
Yeah, I sold a $25 item. But in the summertime, it is a little harder
because of the different, the tank tops and shorts and all that stuff goes for a little cheaper.
I'm not going to post a pair of denim shorts for $100 and be like, but I only paid, I only wore them 3 times. I'm not going to be that person.
So, Chad, to increase
quality over quantity,
your sales through the week, you just got to increase your followers. The more followers you have, the closer you're going to get to daily sales. The sweet spot is between 27 and 32,000 followers. So just keep following and sharing people, and eventually you'll hit that point where you'll get daily sales. Some people get them sooner than others, but it's gonna get to that point.
It's
so
9:30.
Yeah. So let's see. Do we have any other questions before we jump off there?
You guys are so interactive. I love it.
Any ideas on how to sell bags? I have a few in my inventory that aren't moving. Just try to private offer to likers. It's the same strategy as selling clothes. Basically,
if they've been listed for a very long
relist
time,
them, maybe,
relist them. And maybe even take a look at how good your cover photo is. And if it's worth, if it's not like going to grab the person's attention, maybe reshoot the cover photo and then relist it. And, a worthy bag's a worthy bag.
That's it. Yeah. All right. So, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys.
Time flies.
Make sure if you're in the Ohio area, in Cincinnati, Ohio area, and you don't mind, or a little further, whatever, and you don't mind driving, jump on our Instagram. We're going to post the time and place tomorrow. It's going to be Thrifty Flamingo without the. And so just Thrifty Flamingo on Instagram. So follow us there. We'll post the time and place. If you do want to get that free 6-part workshop and you haven't gotten it already, just click the first link in the description and jump on our email list. And we will be sending that.
It's free.
Yeah, we're not selling it.
Free.
We're sending that Poshmark workshop out to you guys one video at a time from start to finish. So it'll be about 6 days of videos, and you get a lot of great stuff in there. So jump on that email list. And thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. We will see you on Monday.
Emojis.
And we are going to do the Shoe Bolo video on Monday. So we will see you at the same time Monday, 8 o'clock. And until then, have a great weekend, guys. And we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.